Run fast, and there they come. Junior Fast Cars first up for the hot lap session. Junior Fast Cars up first.
I saw some names on this list, too, of folks that haven't been here in a few weeks or so. It's nice seeing them out, rejoining us here for Friday night.
So welcome, folks, here to the YouTube freebie as well as the pay-per-view on Speedrome.tv. And, of course, you good folks coming out in person. Appreciate you coming on out. Having big fun. Probably just going to go with the concessions underneath the main grandstand tonight. Have the restrooms there as well. Have not heard. They should be open up the rest of South End. Have not confirmed that.
It's a front stretch Friday here.
There you go.
So everybody's going to congregate on the front stretch and use the concession and the facilities on the front straightaway.
There we go. And let's get my first couple of laps in. Going to have this number 7 of Giovanni Rice out on the track. The 73 is Anthony Johnson. Wait a minute. Is that accurate? Double check that one. I think that's...
I think you're thinking of the Ford guy.
Well, that's what the
Jackson is the Ford guy.
Yeah, I know. Anthony Johnson. Okay, there we go. There's 17 Anthony Johnson. We talked about a couple new faces. 4 missing data. No, 4 Ryan Crouch Jr. on the track. We'll punch you on a Friday afternoon. What can I say? Lily Drago out in the 09. Trent Bliss in the 36 machine. The Ice Queen, Audrey Freeze in the number 90. Our little gangster Nick Ross in the 6-0, and of course Ryan Crouch we mentioned already in his number 4 ride. We'll pack them there going through turn number 2 down the backstretch there, led by Crouch's number 4 machine. And so far 16.245. Best lap is going to be by my little JoJo Rabbit, 7 of Giovanni Rice. It's kind of neat. The other thing we're getting out of these kids now, the personalities now. You'll have Giovanni Rice is probably already one of the coldest racers we got on the track in the juniors. It's just such a hoot. Try to rattle his cage a little bit, and it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
But he will crack a smile once in a while. But
yeah, that was good to see that last time out, the big smile on his face, because he's had such tough luck for about a month out here, So finally to not just get a good result, but to park it in victory lane here last time out to sort of get his train back on the tracks.
And got quite a few of the juniors again. Still Rice the fastest. That 16.245 hold. Look up. Nope, just up. Hunt Bruce to a 15.922. And the tail of the tape here, just remind you, speeds like that, you're above 40 miles an hour. And that doesn't seem fast talking about race cars. You got kids now in some of those late models and the like now doing 65, 75, 100 miles an hour down on the tracks. But keep in mind, this is 40 miles an hour in a little go-kart with the little backsides only about 4 or 5 inches off the ground.
But if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the better times the last few outings. And I think it's the first time they've raced here in a while that it's not been 1,000 degrees out and the track is just burning hot. Yep. So maybe getting another tenth or two out of things just because it's been nice and cool here the last 24 to 36 hours here. And
that and the kids won't be so grumpy.
Yeah. Well, and then, some of them are eyeing return to school and things, whether some of them are started yet or getting ready to start. And
getting a couple. Let's talk to our little Swinford buddy there. He's doesn't start yet. He starts like August 6th, I think, next week. So he's not happy about that, of course, but he's all ready to show the video of his racing, his interviews there to the kids at school.
Nice, nice.
Got to share those racing trophies.
Yep.
Trenton Bliss there in the 36 machine having some issue down there. Go check him out. We've got some more cars ready to come on board.
Yeah, probably break them up into 4 groups or so here with, closing in on the mid-30s amount of carts. So
I was getting ready to look at that again myself here on what's checked in. I had 33, I thought, before. And still showing 33 on the roster there for the My Race Pass. All the stuff going on to the My Race Pass app for your smart device. And let's see, Track Tunes. Track Tunes, what you gonna do? Track Tunes for you. And my super secret password.
Go ahead and give you who's out in this next group here, Tori. We have Mason Hargraves in the 74. We have the 42 of Caden Gully. The 51 of Adeline Palmer, the 97 of Cheyenne Clark, the 71 of Alexander Palmer, the 20 of Easton Underwood. Out here in this second group, they've gotten the green flag and they're off underway.
Easton still coming off that big one. Got a chance to razz Doug, his dad, a little bit here.
I think we're going to see Doug and his wife is a co-pilot here in the grocery getter action tomorrow night. Is what I've heard.
Maybe get that win finally. Oh, did I say that out loud? I said.
Yeah, so it should be fun. Always a good time. A little family affair with the grocery getters and racing in general here at the Speedrome.
Pop come up here to the stands, bringing the kids with him. Now, Grandpa, you know by the end of the night you're going to have to buy one of these carts for these kids. Just letting you know. These are, once again, in case you're new here, these are grade school, middle school kids. I think 1, 2 stray high schoolers. They age out of the class at about 15, and they can move on into the adult class or move on. Some even move a little earlier. And we've obviously, as Scott will proudly tell you, see these kids all throughout all the divisions here at the Speedrome, from legend cars to the late models to the stock class, and just about everything else we race is going to have kids coming up through the junior fast kart division.
Look who's at the top of the board here, Tori.
Easton, fast time. Oh, Doug, have you ever done that? Oh, that'd be no. Oh, man.
Caden Gully clipping now.
Caden Gully, John, get in there.
That's another one that got the first win here a few weeks back.
He is, yep. So Cheyenne Clark, I had a chance to talk to her and Grandpa, or Dad, pardon me, talking to her and Dad. They're still trying to get, now we were talking about the fact that basically Cheyenne has had one win a season since she began. This is about her 4th or 5th season, it seems.
Yeah.
And she's still waiting for this year's first one win. So they get kind of frustrated back there. But
I remember a race early in the year where she was in the lead for quite a bit and got caught up in something not of her making, and just got caught up in it.
So,
but
a little frustration. Right now she is 4th on the speed chart, though, the 15.968. In fact, we got 4 of them under the 16-second mark. Caden Gully, fastest, 15.833. East and under with the 20 machine, 15.863. Giovanni Rice, that 15.922, still standing for the number 7. And Cheyenne leaving the track in that number 97 in purple is 15.968. So got a couple speedy cards here, but not too much out of hand.
A couple that pulled the infield there. They're giving them a quick restart, and that's the Hargraves brothers there, Mason and Walker.
And everybody mind your manners now. Sherry Bergen's in the house, so you got to be on your best behavior.
We're going to get a little push start here from the brothers there. We couldn't get the 47 of Walker started, so Mason's going to give him the old shove back into the pit area. A little brotherly love there.
Got to get her up to 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to reach the 88 miles an hour and go back in time or anything, but
yeah. Just got to wait for the lightning to strike.
The flux capacitor is not equipped on the fast carts, I don't think. Maybe the senior fast carts.
What's your language? Appreciate everybody coming on out, being part of the fun here at the Speedrome. $5 to get in. $5 to get in. If you're sitting home wondering what to do, come on down. $5 to get in tonight.
Weather is fantastic.
Oh, man, you can't ask for anything nicer. In fact, this is a night for the first time. I think my T-shirt guy, he set this one out. He's busy with all the Indy Sprint week going on all over the place.
Yeah.
But he's decided to skip tonight. This going night, he's going to sell some hoodies.
Well, I tell you what, I know he was here once this week stocking things up, so he'll be here tomorrow night for the back-to-school Wild Night grocery getter festivities.
But this is going to be a night you might want to bring that hoodie with you. You'll probably need it here by the end of the evening. They're talking about being in the 60s.
I got mine on here in the booth, so, but I'm a wuss. So.
Okay. Little Billy Pittman in 38 flirting with the wall.
Yeah, Colton Swinford out in this group in the 44. The 69 of Snake, Levi McDonough. The 13 of Bentley Applegate. The 88 of Lola Arthur. Aforementioned Pittman there in the 38 machine. The 27 of James Rogers. The 28 of Balin Arthur. And a returning number 21 of Shea Burton back out here this week.
Chatted him up there. I tried to coach him a little bit here for how to do his winner's interview when it happens.
Yep.
Gates number 13. Because, I'm going to start coaching these kids more after. The one I got to coach, I guess, is obviously going to be that Brooks kid in the late models.
Yeah, he needs a little coaching.
I'll tell you.
Couple in this group to talk about is Applegate there in the 13 and the 27 of Rogers. Those two have been solidly in the top 5 in points all season long, but just not been able to get that first win of the year. And I know they're excited to be in the championship hunt so far here in 2025, but I know they want to get to victory lane here soon.
All right, and stream. Ha, ha, ha.
Couple of racy carts there on screen going down the backstretch. Well, that is the 27 of Rogers zipping along, and Slowing down just a bit there is Swinford in the 44, and he's going to pull it into the infield as they get the white flag here for this group.
All right, past Friday. Second event to stream below. August 1st, I've selected.
Checkered flag out on this group. Overall, it's still Caden Gully in the 42 machine, followed by Easton Underwood, Giovanni Rice, Cheyenne Clark, and from this group, Billy Pittman II is up into the top 5. Top 10 currently rounded out by Shea Burton, welcome back, Brian Ross, Mason Hargraves, Lola Arthur, and Bentley Applegate. That's your top 10 folks here in first round of practice here for the Circle City Pyrotechnics Junior Fast Karts. I think there's one more group set to come out here on the track for their first round of hot laps.
I can do the little winner's dance here. I'm big winner. You're the big loser. I'm the big I think I got Track Tunes up, Gary Bergen. Hey! Track Tunes is up and running. Track Tunes is up and running. Attention in the pit area.
You're getting good at this,
I'll tell you what. For all my members of the Senior League, your Track Tunes is up and running. Oh, got another batch of the little yard apes. Come on, boys. Come on, girls. I know I get in trouble when I say that name. Oh, the curtain climbers ready to go. Adults standing ready at the on-track gate. Boy, they open the floodgates on the youngsters on this one.
26 of Colton Mason, the 17M of Crystal Melson. Back again for, I think, her third appearance here at the track. The 87 of Brooklyn Vinegar. The 0 of Nora Hughes. The 64 of Peyton Reidner. The 02 of Corbin West.
Oh, we got an 81.
I think that's a newbie. I also saw KK Hargraves out there as well.
Well,
we'll see who's in the 81 as they get that adjusted here.
I think it's Missing Data.
Missing Data, new car number for Missing Data this week,
so,
81.
Yeah. Well, smaller than the stock class driver we had on Missing Data the last
Could
time.
that be, I don't know.
Hang on, let's see.
I know last year Nathan Arthur Jr. was in that. But
well, that's what I was wondering, but I talked to them. Apparently there's no plan. Britain, do we have an ID on the 81? Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go to our My Race Pass and see who's
signed in. There it is. Oh, my God. Raylan Apostoliakis returns.
Apostoliakis,
there we go. Okay.
Yeah. We haven't seen her in a few weeks. She was out early in the season.
Yep.
She's been around the junior fast kart division here for about 4 years
popped
or
in
so.
and out. She and her brother.
Been to Victory Lane here several occasions.
Yep. Squirrel Girl, as I referred to her. So nice little turnout. She's about ready to age out, I think, of the group.
Yeah,
so
she's
going to lose her eligibility, as they say. Explains that one.
We've gone down to caution here in this final group, slowing things down just a bit.
And that is 33 karts. Now have scored some time on this one. So 33 so far in 10, so 33 so far taking laps in the hot lap session. Adults up next.
There's a couple on here that I expect to see here as well show up here a little bit later, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Probably end up around that 35 range, 35, 36.
Fun little night for the fast kart division here, both senior and junior. We honor Scott Pringle there, father of Mark Purvis, our defending champion in the adult fast kart division. And
yeah, they got a pretty good purse going up tonight. Got a whole bunch of bonus awards up,
70,
plus a boosted purse already.
90, 110, 130. That $100 extra $100 for the winner of the Browns. That's pretty cool.
That's on top of, I believe, the $300 the race is already paying.
Bunch of new tires.
Yeah, lots of cool stuff we posted on Facebook, and an enhanced purse ahead of time. A pretty good prize money for the top 5. Plus the 6th through 10th are going to automatically get free pit passes to the next event. So a lot of cool things up for this. Some drivers actually coming out of the woodwork for this one. I did see that Johnny Hargraves Jr. is going to be making a fall back into the senior fast karts. One of our top 10 in the Outlaw Figure 8 division.
I saw one labeled 3D that had me curious.
Yeah, also Jeff Armour is on the entry list for that. Jeff has run a few fast kart races in his career.
Contact turn 4 is going to have the Melson 17 machine. The flying lime over there goes roundy round. And gets it back rolling again. KK's been off pace there on 31 for a good while here in this practice session. Not been a happy day for her so far.
I think they got the checkered flag out in that, Tori. So
Okay.
I think that's going to be it for this round.
And what do we end up with fast times? We're the number one missing data. Well, one of our missing data was fast time.
Chris Britton Jr.
Chris Britton Jr., the 57. There we go. 15.601. Brooklyn Benninger, fast time, the quick lap for her 87 machine, 15.799. Caden Gully had that 15.833. Easton gave that 15.863. Corbin West got in there, fifth quick at 15.872. Giovanni Rice had that 15.922. Cheyenne Clark, 15.968. And KK Hargraves snuck in with a 15.991. So 8 karts under the 16-second mark. Now, we do want to point out, you viewers here and you folks in attendance, no, the ramps are not for the junior fast karts. We're reserving those for the senior fast karts. So keep that in mind. The junior fast karts are not going to be using the ramps tonight.
I think that may be part of it. Maybe if we need a last chance race for them, that may be part of that situation.
I hadn't thought of that.
You know, we've had races out here and last chances, you know, in the kidney beans and the flagpoles and, you know, all kinds of shenanigans. But, you know, this.
Well, I got more than a few of my Speedrome regulars are ready for a junior fast kart figure 8.
Yes.
So
I think a lot of the drivers would probably agree for that as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we get something going in the infield, some sort of short course figure 8 action.
Well, speaking from the experience as we learned from letting the teenagers run a bicycle figure 8, no. Okay. Jared.
All right, here come the Hanky Marks and Kreider Senior Fast Karts.
Jared Gerke's number 2 machine. Manny Aguilar in the 4. Matt Ross is going to be driving tonight in the 62 for the Ross Mobiles. Hayden Gerke's number 5, the 32 of Judd Hazelbaker. His best bro, David Hazelbaker in the 04. Cody Hazelbaker in the 19. And a new kid on the block, Allie Myers. I forgot to pass by and chat with that when I saw the kart. Did not stop and chat. Allie Myers in the 95 making a debut.
Nice. Well, always welcome some new blood into the class.
Let's see. There's Ross.
There's
Ross already losing his neck brace. That's not a good sign there. Turn number 4 got the neck brace for.
Better than losing his head.
Yeah, that's still time. There's still time. And we are going to go red get that picked up because it is required equipment. Having been through the years where we did not have that. And
you know, this class is we've already had a notable wardrobe malfunction in this class early in the season with our guy Leland Hargraves, if you remember that.
Yep.
So
let's see.
You know, but Matt's probably busy back there getting the boys in and out of the cart, you know, and he didn't get it totally secure for himself there.
Yep, man. He was begging the ride. I know that. Did not have much fun the last time. I think we ended up on the wrong side of the cart there. When they talk about wheels up, they're talking about airplanes. It's not a good thing in karts.
No.
Jared Gerke so far fastest, 16.351. But only a handful of laps in.
Yeah, we're going to turn them loose again here. I think maybe got a lap and a half or so, hot lap there before we caught the caution.
Good job on the 95 ride of Allie Myers.
That's a good-looking kart.
It is. Very nice. Did the
and to this blind guy, easy numbers to read, you know.
Yep. As always, one of the regrets we had up here was back when things got a little bit loosey-goosey in the late model rules, and we started having the guys put the tiny little numbers on the little tail piece just between the rear tire and the bumper.
Yeah.
And everything else down the side.
And of course, that rear quarter panel, what was the first thing that got knocked off with the rear quarter panel?
Well, the other catch, and then you had, of course, the Garrigats. Whoopsies! Lightning McQueen going a little airtime over there, bouncing over the markers. We may have the highlights there. We're going to keep a camera on that one for a little bit as Allie Myers getting the paces in. Misjudged the approach to turn 3 there and went a little bit low, and now finding the issues with the track itself. And that's a good lesson to watch you folks at home. Know it's out of control. Basically, these karts have no suspension. The suspension is basically determined by the driver finding the sweet spot on the track, but also the bounce you're able to achieve on the car, the tire pressure. Throttle control, dozen other things come into effect, but a lot of it is just flat out balance, both you and the kart.
Yeah, and if you were a newcomer to the senior fast kart division, I would suggest watching past races from the senior fast karts, because you can tell the drivers that have been around the class for a while and watch where they go on the track and what parts they avoid and what parts they try to use. And those folks have learned that out of experience and many laps out on the track. They've tried those areas that you may wander into. So it could always start things off a little better after studying maybe some of those folks out there that have been here for many races.
But also just, getting the kart to square up right when you approach some of we'll totally admit this track is an organic substance. We've been sitting there growing it here on the east side of Indianapolis since 1941. It's got kind of, sort of, mostly a 15-degree banking to it.
Had a few facelifts, like things over 80 years old.
And the surface on it right now has seen its mileage. Some significant repatching was done with concrete the last time. I was trying that, see if it outlasts some of the asphalt that had been in place. But that also creates its own issue, as we've already seen this year, especially in some of the weather situations and the sun heat situations, where the concrete and the asphalt have very, very different traction issues.
Here come the second group of Henke Marks and Kreider senior fast carts.
Jared Gerke out there. Let's see. Oh, Jared's already in there. William Hargraves out in the 08. Gavin Bliss in the shiny 36 machine. Justin Bliss in the 63. Steve Ball, that's one of the new ones, in the black 24 machine, making his debut. Had come out last year, I think it was, with a legend car. Or earlier this year, I lost track already.
Yeah, I think it was last year.
Last year with the legend car, and didn't go well for him. And kind of picked this one up, and I think he's kind of curious what's going on.
And we knew this day was coming us in the pit office during the week. You know, or maybe a month ago he picked up a new motor. Then a couple weeks back picked up a set of tires. So, you know, he was getting things ready, and we knew he'd be coming out pretty soon.
Yep.
But getting all of his I's dotted and T's crossed.
Yep.
And
let's see.
we got the father-son armor action going on out there. Jeff in the 16 and son Dale in the 23.
Now, Jeff, of course, this has been an interesting change-up for him after a career that's included several appearances in the 3-hour, and, of course, it's a lot of stock class racing.
He's went through it all. Front-wheel drives, road runners, street stocks, the outlaws, as you mentioned.
He's ridden the ambulance a couple times.
Yeah, he's been in these carts a few times, but not near as much as his kids have. But, he's made a few appearances in there. So,
daughter Trinity is in the pits tonight. Came back.
I seen that she was soliciting a ride.
Yeah, she was.
Didn't know if she.
Don't be talking about her soliciting.
Didn't think she had found one here yet for this evening. But you never know. It's still early. May end up with a seat. I'm sure she's got helmet and suit in hand. Again, as we mentioned earlier, former division champ, the 31 of Johnny Hargraves Jr., making a return to the class.
Yep.
He was excited about when he saw this special event, and he wanted to make sure he got the cart back out of mothballs and brought it out here because probably won't be too long before we see KK trying to move up into this ride as well.
And, of course, the ringleader of this division tonight, this whole event, Scott Pringle's bouncing baby boy, the 91 of Mark Purvis, out there as well.
Yeah, he's done so much to organize this event as a special for his stepfather, Scott Pringle. But a lot of people rallied around it and really been supportive around it, and really nice to see the turnout for this class. I see. What do we see? 21, 22 already signed in.
Yep, Dustin Hunt out there in the Tangerine Dream 74. Who else? Like Marky Griever's 27 returns, of course. And we get everybody else. Oh, can't forget the Yellow Submarine there, the 84 machine of Scott Stewart Sr.
Yeah, talked to Purvis today about his teammate in the 74 machine, Dustin Hunt. Last time, it turns out one of the seals or the something on the axle came loose in the cart heading into turn 3, and that's what caused it to turn over because the nut had spun itself away and came off down the backstretch. And when it did, that one axle was spinning differently than the other one, and that's what it got sideways and then turned on his side. So he's not going to forget his first night in the senior fast carts.
I tell you, now Dustin's been with us a couple times over the decades.
He's been in a couple, three different divisions as well.
Yeah,
but it had been about 14, 15 years since he had raced here that weekend and ended up on his lid. So he's going to try to make things a little different, and he's going to make an appearance here later on in the season, as you'll stay tuned to our social media for our entry list for the World Figure 8 Championship.
What?
Yep, he's going to be in the second car out of the Charlie Hargraves stable.
What?
For the 3-hour.
That's an interesting comeback.
Yep.
Fun ride there.
Maybe we'll see him in an appearance before that. Speaking of making an appearance, here are the Shelbyville Auto Parts street stocks for their first round of practice here on Friday night.
Got the 61 machine of Kevin Smith, of course, practically unbeatable, but just practically, not quite totally unbeatable, but he's definitely put his mark on 2025.
Showed his first chink in his armor the last time out, so he's going to want to try to redeem himself here this evening.
Yep. 92 of Jerry Johnson. Defending champion, the 45 of Casey Victor. And Casey made it clear this is not going to be a year he's going for the championship chase. He's got other plans of the summer, and so.
And just like last time out, he's here to try to win races.
Yep. Here's the 87 RC, Rex Cox Jr. Let's see, Josh Mann, the 89, is one of the first in the pits here today, along with his mentor, Mr. Fleek. Out here in the next group. Of course, the living legend himself, Kenny McDonough, is number 23. Victory Lane Auto Sales, number 22, Scott Keane on the track. And your hero and mine, Johnny Monday.
Good to see him back. I saw them unloading that in the parking lot here a little bit ago. I was pretty excited about that.
The yellow cab. Oh, boy, bring back the old yellow cab days. Yellow cab 5-0.
He needs a sign on top.
He does.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah. And I think the only car out there that we missed on that was the 21 of Jordan Gonder.
Oh, sorry about that.
Out there.
And that borrowed car range worked out pretty good for him. I mean, obviously he blowed up his good one, but this has been a good ride to pick up.
Yeah, and Harold's been able to concentrate on the Ford car and run that as Jordan's working on this machine and been able to put it through. And I'm sure that's going to help Harold in the long run learn more about his car from Jordan setup-wise and things with that. So
14.457, so far the fastest lap. Rex Cox is number 87. Victory second quick at 14.460, and Smith in the 61 of 14.466. Victory just topped it with the 14.431, though, just to give them all something to talk about. Fun rolls on and on and on tomorrow night as we are out here with a wild, wild show here. You've already got some ramps out in the middle of the track if you're looking on your TV or sitting in person. Wondering what's going on there in the infield of the Indianapolis Speedrome. Monster trucks coming out here for a couple exhibition runs. We're also going to have the grocery getters, all kinds of wild races for those guys. School bus figure eight, trailer figure eight.
Tori,
I think there's something with goats. I lost track.
You will not believe the amount of stuff that's been put into this trailer race. All alone. From our side, I think we have 8 to 10 trailers.
There you go.
And that's not even counting any of the folks that are bringing them for outside entering. So this is going to be some chaos. We've got campers. We've got boats.
I tell you.
We've got all kinds of fancy stuff to be going on in that trailer race. It's going to be one for the ages tomorrow night.
There we go. Now, you just get a mobile home in there. As James Fleet comes on out here on the track in his number 98 machine.
Hey, and speaking on the bus side, the folks with the monster trucks actually towed their own bus out here.
Uh-oh.
So anxious to see what's going on with that here tomorrow night as well.
Well, that was actually one of the things when we first started doing this was Lonnie Rush and the crew from Florida. I mean, we ran 1 or 2 of our own, and then they came up from Florida, and they were going to show us how to do it. And we showed one thing we ticked them off because our guys, they didn't understand that they wanted to put on a show. Our guys wanted to race, and just asked Clayton Roten about that one.
Yeah.
But it was rather interesting. And, of course, the bus demolition derbies years back. I don't think we can do that again.
Got another returning competitor, at least to this class here tonight, and that's a 07 machine, a former Rookie of the Year in the street stocks. That's Tim Smith.
Yep.
Tim's been dabbling around with the mini outlaws here in recent times, and now kind of getting back to his roots here in the street stock division.
Said it's been quite a few years since he's been inside one of those, so he thinks he remembers how it works.
Yep, got a good group here today. 18 cars already taking time here on a Friday for the stockers.
Yep.
That's a really good deal there.
Well, there was a period there a few years back. They anchored the Friday nights, and the chance to. One of the things that does give is some of the guys there with different work schedules and like a chance to come out and go racing.
Yeah, and kind of the way we've built these Fridays that we've had this year, they've had both fast kart divisions on it, and then they sort of rotated that third wheel in there. We've had the minis one night, we've had the legends one night, we've had next Friday we have the factory front wheel drives. Here's a part of the kart Friday, so kind of everybody getting a chance. We had the figure eight cars on a Friday as well.
Get to Justin Green on the track, of course. Daryl Manuel's number 77. Superfan, number 25. I'm embarrassed to say Brian Harper there in the 25 is one of the people who want to make sure we got track tunes up and running. So he's showing his age.
Yeah.
Having out there with his buddy.
Well, somebody had to take the helm from Adam Arrington since the Fords aren't running tonight.
That's true. Yeah.
Adam usually he's on that track tune stuff.
Yeah, Mom over there snapping at him.
Yep. So
she's going to knock my door down.
looks like we've caught the checkered flag here for street stock practice.
Victory stays the fastest. Rex Cox, Kevin Smith, Scott King fourth quick in the 22 at 14.656. Gonder pretty swift in that earlier group of the 21 machine. Gets 14.704. Jerry Johnson 14.723. Kyle Summers, one of the best in this group, had the 4.4 machine up to a 14.755. McDonough in the 23 machine gave us a 14.766. Brian Harpy, the super fan, 14.883. And Justin Green rounds out the rest of them under 15 seconds. The 52 ride, this wagon, gave us a 14.893.
Okay, we're getting ready to start this second round of practice, and we're going to have a class, and then after that class is the driver's meeting. So we're going to go junior fast kart practice and then junior fast kart driver's meeting. And then we have senior fast kart practice and senior fast kart driver's meeting. And then we have the street stocks coming out for their final round, and then the street stock driver's meeting will follow that.
And, of course, if you don't go to the driver's meeting, that means we're going to talk about you. So teams over there, make sure you get your drivers on over to the driver's meeting as soon as this practice is done. Junior fast kart teams, get your drivers over to your driver's meeting as soon as they're done with their practice session. I'm going to bring out the seniors, and they follow, et cetera, just as you heard Scott say. Do what Scott says, or you're all in trouble.
And don't use the ramp in the infield.
Don't. Yep. Junior fast karts, your next round of hot laps up. Next round of hot laps up for the juniors. This will be the second and final round of hot laps for the juniors. Again, right after this one, junior drivers head to the pit-offs garage for your driver's meeting. So up for your second round of practice here for the junior fast karts.
Practice first, then driver's meeting. So practice first, then driver's meeting. Practice first, then driver's meeting.
Yep.
Rinse and repeat for these classes here in the second round. Practice and then a driver's meeting.
Going to wash that race right out of my hair. That is one of the things to watch for the juniors. Previously, the only two people I think that ever really worried about the way they looked when they took the helmet off was, of course, Billy Arnold and a fellow by the name of Dan Wood, who raced the Stockers there for a bit with us, and he always had to be well coiffed. But for the most part, Speedromes didn't sweat that way back when. But now these juniors climb out there, and they try to fix the hair. And, of course, the girls worry about the braids and whatever. And the boys got their own worries. And who's going to have this one? Turn to Kylie Gully in the 12 machine. Hope for another fast lap for hers. Got the Caden Gully's number 42, the Hughes 0. 14 of Jalen Summers. 14 of Mason Summers.
I don't think we saw Mason in that first round, did we?
No, we did not.
So that's another cart to our cart count.
In fact,
from what I heard, we're going to see all the Summers tonight.
Oh,
because I believe Jalen has an adult fast cart that he's going to make a debut this evening.
Uh-oh.
So, and then, of course, we have Summers that we saw in the street stocks. So,
yeah, and Daryl Manuel also is going to be.
Yeah, so they're going to cover all three classes, the family is tonight. So,
let's see. Yeah.
And they, thankfully, I seen them on social media. We're telling everybody, hey, we're running all three classes tonight. It's $5. Come on out.
Yep.
And
well, we know we had 33 come out in the first round of hot laps. So I'm curious what we're up to now. Going back, check the roster changes, because I think we may have had, like you said, it might have added some more here since the last time we met. 37 junior fast kart entries.
I guessed it was going to end up at 35. We done went past that.
We hit the Dale Armour count on the Hanky Marks and Cryer senior fast karts at 23, and still hold steady at 18 for the Stockers. So there you go, 37 junior fast karts in attendance, 23 of the seniors. Busy night here at the Speedrome. A chance for the other guys to shine. Shea Burton in the number 21, 17.179. Not doing too bad out there. Getting the hang of it. Caden Gully, though, fast. Nice run for Caden at a 15.958. Again, Brooklyn Vinegar gives 15 second in the first round, up to 16.092 in the 87 so far. And we put a white flag on this one. Another batch of the juniors coming up. So second round of hot laps going on right now. Second round of practice. At the end of this practice session, we'll need all our junior fast kart drivers to be in the pit-offs garage for their drivers meeting. So cruise the pit area. Make sure you get your drivers over there smartly, or maybe not so smart since school hasn't started for some of them. And wraps up. Kingley was our fast cat. And Applegate came in third, 16.112, wrapping this round up. These are, once again, in case you're new here, rope pull start, go-karts, classic Briggs & Stratton engines on board, centrifugal clutch, no suspension, small tires. These karts are required to run wheel guards to prevent anybody from wheel hopping each other there, safety factor. The drivers are in a complete 5-point harness in their safety seats. Fire, it's Mason's wasted a flagman. Mason Summers, okay.
He's a character.
He's a showboat, I'll tell you. But the full set of safety equipment for the drivers themselves, including, you may notice the adults and the juniors also wearing either a Hans device or similar item, or at the minimum, that little foam collar that really makes a huge difference in safety for everybody. And I see it. Apostolakis. Squirrel Girl's out there in the 81. There we go. Raylan's back in action. Number 27 returns of James Rogers. Bragging on him quite a bit. 26 of Colton Mason returns. Ryan Crouch is number 4.
You know, you were talking about the car count, Tori. It was a big discussion over the winter about these Friday nights, you know, and as I mentioned earlier, the biggest junior fast car count of the season was 39, and it was on a Friday, and now we've got 37,
yep.
Which, so we're attempting to catch up to that season high total there. So these Fridays have been a nice fit, especially with the late start. You know, give everybody a chance to get home and all that, and not having too many classes either.
Black
Very
flag
helpful.
Going out. Not too much we black flag. That's that wheel guard we were talking about. Just talking about the wheel guards on these karts. The left front on that 26 machine of Rogers has the wheel guard pop off of it. And
and even though that's a safety thing,
of Colton Mason,
it's a safety thing to protect the tire, but when it's loose and sticking out like that, it becomes a safety thing now for the other karts.
Now there is actually it's held in place by pins and cotter pins, basically, so it is able to be pulled out of the way. But we are trying to get him off track. It's
it's going to be a very quick repair when he gets back in the pit area after this practice. So, and that's a deal. The kids aren't normally able to see black flags like that because it's something that doesn't normally happen in the karts. But also, they may be getting word over the receiver as well.
I think that might be might have someone that do not have receivers equipped. But yeah, they do want to get him off there. It's safe for his own safety, for having a piece of metal out. But no, I've not seen anybody hurt with one of those. Yes, I have seen. You know, we see it in the adults quite often, hopping over the wheels.
Yeah.
It's not worth going red for. But.
Yeah, and with the chassis design and the body styles of the juniors, it's much easier to have the wheel guards and sort of the open front end that they have in the senior fast karts.
Yep. So they'll have a chat with him about paying attention to the flagman, even if you don't like the color or what it means.
Yeah.
Or if you don't know what it means.
I always say the sun was in my eyes.
There you go.
That's what happened when I dropped a fly ball in the outfield. You know, sun was in my eyes.
We were playing a night game.
And indoors.
16 so far, taking some hot laps in the second session.
Yeah, again, with the car count of them, they'll split it up into about 4 groups. So we've already seen one of the newer karts for the second round out, and Summers, and we'll see a couple more now that you mentioned up to 37. So we'll have to keep an eye out for which drivers are making their first appearance of this August here in 2025.
If you're hungry, thirsty, we got you covered underneath the main grandstand. We're going to be a front stretch only show, and not expecting a ton of people for this one. I'm glad to see turn out. We'll experiment more with what's going to take to bring people up, but obviously Friday night. $5, you can't beat that, and we'll just keep trying a few things, see what works here at the Speedrome in 2025. But these are changing times, and then the cart you see here is Scott's basically it's a recognition. When you grew up here on the east side 40, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, you had 4 or 5 junkyards within walking distance.
Yeah,
I should know because I had to walk a couple times and repair some stuff. And we had the east side just on the other side of Kitley. You had the the interstate lot there. You get something, you need truck parts. You had 2 or 3 other places to go. And you had yourself a 72, 73 something or other, and you could find parts for it. Nowadays, it's a bit more different. We don't have the space to have a cart in the driveway. So these little carts are perfect for somebody still want to get in the racing hobby and the racing fun. But,
yeah, and actually,
get a big old stock car.
And convenient, for the family and the kids. This will fit in the back of Dad's pickup truck.
Yep.
You don't necessarily need a trailer, or if you want to get a trailer, you can get
Yep.
the old lawnmower trailer, the old open,
Yep.
it'll fit on there nice. Nothing too fancy.
You can steal from U-Haul all day long. Sometimes make their own.
That's called renting, I think.
Yeah, rent. That's what's handy to have a neighbor who doesn't speak much English.
It's rent to keep.
But and that's what we're seeing now. The other positive here with these carts, it's opening up. In the past, if you're going to get your kid in a racing one, you had the open carts were out there, of course, and you had the quarter midgets, which were out there. Not a whole lot of people were following those, but for us East-Siders here, this is just a neat little way for folks that racing and get started and have a chance to have some fun. You can have the whole family right. We've seen it already.
Yeah,
with brothers and sisters and mom and dad all driving carts out here.
Yeah, and, if Dad's already into racing, getting a son or daughter into racing, you're here at the same track,
Yep.
And can, without having to travel around. Most of us live, with a decent amount of mileage here
Yep.
from the track. So,
But the other ones, we're also seeing a whole lot of families that aren't strictly straight, cut from the Speedrome cloth, so to speak. So that's been the other real good fun we've had with this one, is seeing some of the new families come in and join us.
yeah, and then after, as we've mentioned before, this is the 20th season for the juniors.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen plenty of these kids progress up through the ranks and further their racing career here at the Speedrome.
And what do we got? Cohen West there, 15.805. Easton Underwood's number 20, 15.834. Kane Gully still third quick, 15.930. Billy Pittman, there you go. Maybe short a finger, but by golly, he's still fast at a 15.945. Peyton Reiner cracks the top 5.
Yeah, I talked to Billy Sr.,
Mm-hmm.
and he was thinking that the right rear was finally had enough. He'd been running it all season long, so he come in and picked up a new right rear this week and was hoping that was the issues on the cart. And so far with 2 practice sessions, it looks like that's just what the doctor ordered. He's been up there hovering around the top 5 all afternoon long. Maybe one more group, or is that it for the juniors there, Tori? I think there should be some more carts unless they elected not to make a second attempt as we push one machine off the track there with the old Gator.
Get a reminder, families and guardians there, your juniors, head on down to the Pit Offs Garage. Junior Fast Kart drivers to the Pit Offs Garage. Junior Fast Kart drivers, Pit Offs Garage. Have your drivers meet for this Junior Fast Karts at the end of this practice session. So go right into the drivers meeting at the end of this practice session.
Yep, and there is just a handful of carts here left to get their second practice in.
Let's see, the Chris Britton Jr. is number 57 back in action. The purple 97 is Cheyenne Clark.
Both those carts were pretty quick there in the first round.
90 of Freeze. And we not quite get.
I think that's Rice out there in the 7, Giovanni Rice. And then your points leader, the 0-2 of Corbin West, out here in this final group here for the Circle City Pyrotechnics Junior Fast Karts.
Interesting enough, only 32 in the second session. I wonder there might still be a few strays there that have not yet taken any hot laps. Adult Fast Karts, Adult Fast Karts, the on-track gate, please. Adult Fast Karts, the on-track gate. Adult Fast Karts, the on-track gate. If you are planning on being part of our fun tomorrow with the grocery getters, they do have some few rentals left. You can check in with the pit office there, the Speedrome phone number, etc. Hit them up on Facebook and the like, message up, and might be able to set up with a couple of the rentals that the track has arranged to collect here in the pit area. But also, more than a few folks have got quick little builds there, where literally these cars being acquired the day of and stripped out. The rules are pretty simple. The main thing is basically get rid of anything stupid on the outside and try to disable, if you happen to know how, the airbags on the inside. But if you choose to leave them in place, that's always hilarious.
You see it all at the grocery getter event, Story.
Yep.
See it all.
Always have a lot of fun with those. 32 wrapping up this lap session for the juniors. We need all junior fast car drivers, all junior fast car drivers to the pit offs garage for your drivers meeting at this time. All junior fast car drivers to the pit offs garage for the drivers meeting at this time. And Britton West. How do we do? Britton West. Clark moved in there third quick with a 15.778. Cohen West. Easton Underwood, your top 5. Giovanni Rice, Caden Gully, Billy Pittman, Peyton Ryder, and Nick Ross for top 10 speeds here tonight in the juniors. Get ready to bring out some seniors up next. Appreciate everybody being with us here. We are, of course, worldwide live on the UBTube. Hello, YouTubers. And live worldwide on the Speedrome.tv, which will be pay-per-view following the end of the practice session. Exclusive. If you're here in the stands or you're watching on the YouTube free, don't forget it's about $40 there to get a month's worth of Speedrome.tv. And that includes not only the live events, but also the archived events going back decades into the 80s. What's the oldest one we had on there that you know? The 87 3-hour knows on there.
There's some older. I think the 1983 hours. I think the oldest thing on there.
And then, boy, it's fun.
There's some midget races from the old Thursday Night Thunder.
Oh God, those are some wild shows.
Yep.
So you can check that out. And they don't fast cards. Broken Vinegar's number 87 took a shortcut. The 2 machine of Jared Gerke. The 40 of Manny Aguilar, of course. The 5 of Hayden Gerke back in action. The 23 of Dale Armour. 16 of his daddy-o, Jeff Armour. Again, they're calling for the junior fast cards to the Pit Offs Garage for your drivers meeting. Junior fast cards to Pit Offs Garage for your drivers meeting. Who was the 3D? That's what got me curious.
Well, 3D used to be Jaden Durham.
I know. That's what had me curious.
But we haven't seen him in a while. Let me see if it's on maybe the roster here.
Because he went from the Karts to the Ford to the disappeared.
Yep, let me see what we got here. See if we got a signed-in Kart.
Having some mechanical problems. Did not come out for the first practice session. Pulls off early on this
That's Jalen Summers.
Jalen Summers ride. Okay, so that explains that one. And he loops it a little bit.
That also probably explains where the Kart came from.
Yeah,
last probably raced by Jaden Durham.
Sounds like the old days when they'd bring him out of the weeds there.
Yeah.
It's
probably been sitting on the old Kart stand for a little bit.
Danny Dodge is number 22 in action. Perfect still our fast lap there from the earlier practice session. 15.688 is the target, but boy, what did Armour just record? 15.813 for Armour in the 23 machine.
Nice.
Oh, and around goes Jeff Armour. Still knows how to spin him out. Now, did he stall or did he keep on? Yep. The issue with these cars we talked about a couple of times, you got to keep your foot on them at all times. The centrifugal clutch just takes forever to get up to speed.
Dad's going to have to go to Son and get some advice here on his senior fast
he did
kart
a pretty good
experience.
360. He got and kept his foot on it the whole time.
Yeah, but you know, Jeff was probably used to when you spun it around like that, dumping the clutch and taking off. You know, but not going to exactly do that here in the senior fast karts.
I tell you what, there's not a lot of foot room. I wouldn't even want to have to try to do that at a third.
You know what? Maybe he needs a little bit of wing on his kart the way it's set up. You know, he's got basically hardly nothing on there. Where Dale's used to running with no wing on top of his kart, so. Dad maybe needs a little aerodynamic advantage.
I'm trying to see if he even fits in there. He's not quite hitting the roof, so that's all right.
Still, the back end looks a little shaky there on his last lap. He come in front of us.
Well, Jeff's a little shaky anyways. He's had more time in the hospital than I've had. That's saying something. But glad to see him up and around and racing again, so that's always a good sign. He would climb back behind the wheel.
Yeah, we mentioned the many classes he's run in. He's got feature victories in several of those divisions.
Yep. Another batch of the adults. 21 so far taken times today. And let's see if we got anybody added on in this group.
Well, last time you looked, there was 23 total. So we should be keeping an eye out for a new Kart or two. And we've seen one of them in Summers.
Yep.
In the 3D.
And there was a special Dale Armour Award. What was that? I saw the
Armour Racing is part of first.
Let's see, There's 23rd place on lap 23. Gets $20 from Jeff and Chrissy Armour in the Armour Racing Squad.
Yeah, they have 3 different awards out there, actually.
Okay.
They have a 16th place on lap 16 and 10th place on lap 10. So kind of got all the family car numbers in there.
I was going to say, that was Jeff's old. Holy cow! Lightning McQueen almost launched it between turns 3 and 4. Mr. Cameron stay on our 95 machine. That's been the second good highlights there from the 95.
The last time we had the old Lightning McQueen paint job out there, what was that? Kerry April?
Oh God!
In the Hornets.
Yep. Well, yeah.
Yeah, it had a Lightning McQueen special.
Kerry and his his stepson. I lost track there. Justin Brown.
When they were racing together.
Yep. Justin is still pretty big on the Vore circuit. Whoopsie! Split around. A little bit of action there for the Hazelbakers. Scott Stewart Sr. in the mix on that one, sliding around the Allie Myers 95. So welcome to Speedrome, Allie Myers. Already a couple of exciting moments out here.
But that's all right. Got to get out there, get those laps. They'll get better each and every time out. She will.
Yep. And I think part of it is, once again, finding that sweet spot, finding that balance, but also keeping the foot in it is very daunting to do. I mean, you really do want to drive with the pedal. These things, no, you just have to keep your foot in it.
Yeah.
And that's part of what holds you in place is actually that.
Yeah, and at first I can imagine your body and your mind is telling you in the corner to burp the throttle or whatever. Yeah. So that's something you got to get used to. And we've seen that happen with a lot of these folks the first time they were out in the karts.
Yep.
It takes a little time to get that comfort.
Purvis going to remain our fast guy in the adults. Nope. I think do I have a couple strays left back there? I think that was about everybody. 21 in this session. Can't tell if I got 1 or 2 more back there or not. But still Purvis from that 15.536. Gleeland Hargraves came out there for a couple good laps at 15.667. Justin Bliss earlier gave us a 15.775. I think he put that one on the trailer, said don't touch a darn thing. Dale Armour, 15.813. And Johnny Hargraves Jr. on that first session, a 15.904 on his comeback trail. So not a bad run.
Yep, and once again, the senior fast karts will have a driver's meeting when this round is officially over, which it looks like it about is.
Yep. Well, we had 21. Here's 2 more karts to round out your full 23, so there will be a Dale Armour award. Oh, did we wait a minute. We're going to hit 24 now?
No, I think that's a straggler, maybe just pulling off from the line. Well, no, they're cutting across the track there.
Okay, there's the Hargraves 31.
We'll see who we
got. I think that's the Ross 62 there in turn 3, and who's this on turn 4? That's the Bliss 63. So who else did we add?
Well, we know we added the 3D from the first round of practice. Did Binnicker practice that first time? I know she did in the junior fast karts.
Yeah, she was in the big. She's the 15th quick.
Okay.
But somebody did not get out. Not sure who he didn't get times from then in the adults. Because that's the combined list right there.
Yeah, and I was looking at the lap totals to see who had a short lap total. Maybe somebody didn't participate in the first round of practice. But, we've never been totally good on counting, Tori. So, that's easy for us to make that miscalculation. But that's okay. The more the merrier.
And, again, attention to the pit area. Adult fast karts. Senior fast karts, I don't know if we can call them adults. Good point. Senior fast kart drivers, senior fast kart drivers to pit off garage, senior fast kart drivers to pit off garage. Teams, get your drivers on down into the pit off garage for your drivers meeting. We're done with the curtain climbers and time for the grups. Let's see. Kind of trying to predict how many heat races for that's 9 scheduled races. Batch of heat races for the juniors.
Yeah, we got 4 already set for the juniors, which is pretty standard.
Yep.
I think we're probably going to have 3 heat races for the seniors, would be my guess.
Yep.
And the street stocks are probably teetering on 2 to 3.
Yep.
Most likely 2, though.
And Justin Bliss right at the end of 63. Did I get that one already? Yep, snuck in there for top 5. Third quick for Justin Bliss there at the end, 15.713.
And he's coming off a most recent victory here in the class, his first of the season.
We've got a fun bit of competition here with the Hargraves Jr., still fast, 5th quick on Hargraves Jr. Multiple championships there.
Yeah, and he's here to win. He's not
Yep.
racing for points.
Nope.
And get his confidence going back in a little home turf. As he's been racing in the Outlaw division here in 2025.
Looks like I said 4 heat races for the juniors. Looked like we just saw, and maybe
Yep.
3 features. So
Yep, for sure.
4 8-lap heat races, 3 20-lap features for the juniors. Stockpile. I mean, all our adult fast kart drivers, senior fast kart drivers, pardon me, immediately to the pit office garage for your drivers meeting. Senior fast kart drivers immediately to the pit office garage for your drivers meeting. Daryl Manuel back on the track, number 77. Really upset there. Motzi's Pizza was closed down out there. Their hometown Motzi's Pizza was closed down.
Well, Tori, what's going on out there
When's
also is there's been some Mozzie's locations that are no longer Mozzie's locations. My favorite one at Mount Comfort is now its own location.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's now Mount Comfort Pizza, which is my favorite.
Okay.
So I don't know what sort of separation's been going on there in the corporate offices of Mozzie's Pizza, but I'm glad to know my guy is still running my location near me at Mount Comfort and 40. So maybe Daryl's going to have to check that out.
There. All right, we'll have to send them on down the road. Well, apparently some road construction, so we'll see if they got it fixed. Kevin Smith
construction in Central Indiana. Wow.
Kenny McDonough, number 23. The Zero Hero, Donnie Scurry. The 05 of Danny Key. 89 of Josh Mann. 44 of Sir Kyle Summers. 77 of Daryl Emanuel. The 98 of James Fleek. 21 in action of Jordan Gonda. Still have to get used to calling that 21 machine Jordan Gonda. Yeah.
About the time we'll get used to it that Harold will get back behind the wheel.
Yep. Now we're looking time-wise, 7:30-ish.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep. It's good to wrap up the practice at 7:30, wrapping up the driver's meeting.
And we'll just have one more wave of these street stocks here.
Yep. And then so we'll be some quiet time at the end of the street stock practice. Street stockers will be in the pit office garage for a driver's meeting. Had to stay a little bit quiet up here. And, of course, the end of practice will wrap up our freebie on YouTube. You folks out there having a chance to check in with the peanut gallery. Sorry about that. Bet your old niece is mad at me. I've not said hello to her. Oh, I better go check out what's going on my YouTube.
Yeah, because your YouTube feed won't be on much longer.
I know.
Time is ticking, Tori.
I'm sorry.
It's Friday.
Let's go back here to the beginning. Let's see. Fast Friday looking. Open up the chat. There we go. Lisa K.
I hear your
Kyle
voice.
Downey Yep. I got a big shout out. Kyle Downey giving a shout out to Snake McDonough, the 69.
Nice.
Jeff Walls, can we tell Emma Hardwick hello? Well, not since that recent court settlement there, Jeff. Sorry about that. You're on that PPO list.
You've been on my case again.
Good day. I'll tell you. Oh, man. I'm on the hour. Come on now, Repo Man. My case is my best friend.
Yeah.
My case and that one ex-girlfriend on Facebook who still keeps you. Turn you in a heartbeat, son. Keep that in mind. Folks, we're happy to have you with us here in Indianapolis Speedrome. Hope you're staying well hydrated. Not going to be near as bad as we've been seeing as we got a couple folks making their way to the track. One more session of the Stalkers on the roundy round for some hot laps, and they'll be a little bit quiet here as we get ready to wrap up some festivities. The senior kart division is inside the pit office garage and the drivers' meeting. These guys heading that way at the end of this practice session.
I've just been given a correction for us, Tori.
Yes,
it
sir.
is not Big Jeff Armour in the 16. It is Jeff Armour the second.
Jeff Armour.
Oh,
okay.
16.
Soldier Boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, because the other concern was that Trinity was lobbying for that ride.
Yeah, so I'm not sure, but this may be the first time that he's raced that I can remember.
Wait, Braden Smith came in. I thought he might have. I thought he climbed in one of the.
But either way, if it has, it's been a bit.
Yeah.
But good to see him out there again. It's always a family thing out here,
has,
you know.
man.
Everybody in the family gets to race. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Kristen racing tomorrow during the old Powder Puff event.
She's already got plans.
Nice.
In fact, I think she's got more than a few plans. Now, I guess we got to discuss now. One of the events was that Powder Puff. Supposedly no previous racing experience. Are we going to?
Well, there's a judgment deal in there that I'm not a part of anymore. So we'll see how that goes.
Because that was always, you know, when my daughter Vanessa ran, She had to run against 4 or 5 ladies that were regulars in the Hornet.
Yeah, yeah.
But, we can't bring Melanie Coyle out of retirement. We can't.
Yeah, they've relocated.
Yeah, still down in Florida. I think they're pretty much regulars on the chat here sometimes.
Still monstrous Steelers fan like myself, so
okay.
I appreciate that.
There you go. Oh, Neeser K saying hi. Hi, Neeser.
Got that in just in time, Tori. White flag out.
I know. White flag before it got. Well, if I don't give her a shout out, she says bad things about me all day long.
Get unfriended on Facebook.
I'll tell you. And how did Mr. Harbour do tonight? That's proven. There you go. Up to 17th quick tonight. Or 7th quick for Brian Harper.
Nice.
Remember, we were all real excited there. He picked up the new engine and a new attitude there on that team, and then almost immediately followed up with a horrendous accident on the track.
Yeah, and Brian worked his tail off all summer long to get that car back out. I believe this is the second time now we've seen him after he's made those repairs, and that's a pretty nifty time there for Brian.
Yep, got himself a 14.666.
Good to see him now. Hopefully he could pick up maybe a heat win tonight and have a good run in the feature or something would be really cool.
Get a lap of 14.666. I think he got to sacrifice a goat for that.
Maybe that's how he got the lap time.
Scott Keene, rare trip for Scott Keene, not top 5 in speeds here tonight. He's been. It's Kevin Smith, Rex Cox, Casey Victory, Kenny McDonough, and Jordan Gondry, your top 5. McDonough also another one. He's on those something like that dinosaur he's got is still probably one of the best riding cars we've got on the track.
Yeah, I think
drivers.
It's got if it's got the new GPS system in there, it'll get it around here on its own.
I'll tell you, I don't know what he's been doing there, but he's definitely picked things up. And ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you all for joining us here on the UB-Tube as we're getting ready to wrap that one up. One last car at the gate. And are they going to give him a chance to go out there or not? They are going to. And who are we squeezing in there? It is going to be the 27 ride. Come back out to play.
Yeah, may get
McDougal. Henry McDougal. Oh, Henry. Now this is going to be the younger Henry.
Yeah.
We have not yet seen the older Henry come back just yet.
Yep.
This will wrap up our YouTube feed.
Give Henry a couple laps here, and then. Got to get Henry's time on the free feed. He gets the white flag here. Late to the gate, you get a short practice. So not paying attention back in your pit area will get you that. So make the best of it, and we'll go checkers, and then we'll
and for you folks peeping, you saw the ramps and stuff in the middle of the track. Monster trucks tomorrow, trailer figure 8, bus figure 8, grocery getters coming out. Lots of stuff here tomorrow night. Tonight, still plenty of good racing, plenty of great weather. If you're nearby, you want to come on out, it's $5 to get in. You can't beat that. You can't even get popcorn at the movies for $5, let alone come out and watch a couple hours worth of racing. Exciting stuff. Weather's perfect for it. Bring a hoodie because it may get down to gorgeous little high 60s. But great night of racing here at the Speedrome tonight. You want to come on out and join us. A lot